Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you to our next episode of pre-match prediction of the UCL 2025-2026. And this is your boy Cruz today, and I'm along with my G again, Ghost Cypher, the one and only Ghost. And we're here today to bring a lot of predictions to you, predictions that will come through. Yes, hey, don't get it twisted. In as much as the last time we did our prediction, we didn't get everything 100%, but at least we came close. But today we can assure you that our prediction will come right for the next Champions League match that is to play this week, Wednesday or Thursday, depending on your location and depending on your time zone. Usually there are 16 teams that needs to qualify to go to the Big 16, right? So, but then due to the format that Champions League has brought out this time, we have only 8 teams that's gonna go, and then another team have to play for. They have to compete for the playoff. So they'll go for the playoff, and then from that playoff, another 8 teams will have to join them. The 8 teams that were qualified will join the previous 8 that have already qualified initially. Yeah, so judging by the table, you will see the various teams that are already in the 8th place position. Despite we all have one games to play the all, so now we still have other teams that need to perform. And these teams that are in the 8th place, that they're on that 8th place position, rest out, it's still like they have to do well. They have to play very well because if they don't play well, they will definitely drop.
Lose their
Yeah.
spots.
Unlike teams like Arsenal and Bayern Munich, that's for sure. We can see that they have already qualified. Yeah, that's for sure. So today we're going to be discussing few of those games that we play, especially the important ones, the one that needs to qualify. So we're not going to talk about Arsenal. We're not going to talk about Bayern Munich, like I said, because those teams, no
They've
matter
already
how happen,
qualified.
they have already qualified. So even if they lose the game, they have
They are
already
still
qualified.
going.
First of all, we have to look at Dortmund and Inter Milan game. Those two teams, man. You know, the last time Dortmund lost, right?
Yeah.
They lost the game, and Inter won. What? I don't think Inter win. Inter lost at
Inter
home.
lost to Arsenal.
Yeah. Inter lost at home
And
to
Dortmund
Arsenal.
also lost
And
to
Dortmund lost
Tottenham.
also to Tottenham. So this time around, the two of them gonna be meeting. Yeah, the two losers are gonna meet.
meeting.
Yeah. So what do you think of that game? Do you think Dortmund will win or Inter?
It's going to be a tough game. Not that tough because, I mean, Inter is Inter. Even though they lost their recent game in the UCL against Arsenal.
Okay.
But I still think that this game Inter has an upper hand.
Yeah.
Because they are also trying to fight for a spot. Because looking at the table, Inter has 12 points and they have 6 goals.
Okay.
And then if they win and get 15 points, they can have a lucky shot. It won't be easy because some of the teams are 13, 14, 15. And we can see teams like even Liverpool having 15 points and they are in the top 8.
Okay.
So if some of these teams drop points and the other teams on 13 doesn't really do well, Inter can have a chance. So I think this game they will go for a win.
Okay.
And it will be a tough game for Dortmund.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Dortmund may like the win as well too. Yeah. But anyways, it's gonna be a tough match to be honest.
It's gonna be a very
it's gonna
tough
be a
match.
tough match. But then when we look at the previous games, those teams, both of them had played and their performances, despite Dortmund loss against Tottenham, but still I think I gave the edge to Dortmund. Yeah, I gave edge to Dortmund because Dortmund will actually perform and will really do better against Inter. Yeah, remember the last time Inter lost at home?
Yeah.
And this time around they're going away.
They're going away.
Man, the fans of Dortmund, they can be so crazy. I can remember back then, 2014, 2015 Champions League against Real Madrid. Dortmund versus Real Madrid. I know, it's not the same situation. It's not the same team right now, the caliber of players Dortmund has at this time. But I think the fans as well, they are very instrumental when it comes to Dortmund playing games and winning, because Dortmund can be so vicious, bro, when they are playing at home. Man, you see that their spectators, their fans, man, they are so crazy. Yeah, so I'm sure Dortmund will gonna win this game. Yeah, I can assure you that Dortmund can win this game. Yeah. So if you ask me what the score would be, I would tell you it would be like 2-1 in favor of Dortmund.
Against Inter.
Inter.
I'll go for maybe Inter winning by a 1-goal margin. So either 1-0, 2-1, or 3-2. But against Dortmund.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. We look forward to the match. Yeah, we look forward to that. Okay, so let's talk about Napoli and Chelsea game. Yeah, Napoli too have been doing very well.
Yeah, they haven't been doing well. I think they
They
are
haven't been doing.
25th on the table
Yeah,
with 8 points.
being 25th on the table, damn, and you're gonna play against Chelsea, but Chelsea have to be careful because teams like Napoli, they will tell you, hey, we have nothing to lose. Yeah, we have nothing to lose. Or even if they have something to lose, because they may try to be amongst the next 16 teams to go for playoffs. So they will actually be fighting for position. So Chelsea has to be very careful.
Yeah.
Because if not, they would send Chelsea. They would tell Chelsea, hey, we all have to go for playoff. Because if Chelsea lose against Napoli, to just know that Chelsea is going to drop somehow, somewhere, depending those teams that are competing too for that spot to enter into the Big Eight. Yeah, if some of them don't, if most of them don't win, like for instance, like teams like Barcelona, right? If Barcelona doesn't win and Man City doesn't win, definitely those top teams, they can they will make it to the Big Eight. So even if Chelsea lose, Chelsea can still maintain its position. Yeah, they can still maintain the position. But however, we need that. We have to look forward to seeing those teams that are below the 8th place group. So they have to try to qualify. They have to try to win the games. So if they win the game, then they can progress to the 8th position. And any teams that are within this 8th place group, wherein you have Chelsea, the likes of Tottenham, the likes of the Inter. If those teams don't perform and they just slack, like they lose matches, they definitely come to go down. Yeah, and then we see teams like Barcelona progressing to the next stage. So so it's gonna be a tough match for Chelsea.
But me, I want Chelsea to lose.
Yeah, because you want for Barcelona.
My team has to get into the top 8. We can't go for playoffs. And it's not even me wanting Chelsea to lose. I mean, sometimes you compare some of the matches that the teams play, and then you can see that this game is going to be a tough game for them. Because if Chelsea played against a team like Paphos, who is very, very down below the table, and then it was just a 1-goal margin game, then playing against a stronger side. Because if we look at the domestic league, Napoli is not playing that bad. Even though Champions League, they are not forcing, they are not trying. On the 25th position, it's not good, but then they need just a point to enter into the 24th position and they can play for playoffs. So I think they are going to give Chelsea a tough time. They are coming to get a point. And anyway, if Chelsea gets a draw, I'm happy because they will drop down, and then if things go well for my team, we can go up. But then I want Chelsea to lose.
If you ask me, I would tell you Chelsea will win this match. Yeah. They will definitely win against Napoli because this is Champions League. And Chelsea, I don't think at this stage Chelsea can afford to lose that match. Because they know what is at stake. Losing will require them going to play for playoffs. So, and that's something they don't want to do at this time. Chelsea has good players, you know. Yeah, they have good players too, as one could say. But then they just have to perform. But if I was betting, like as I was in the art of betting, I would have bet on Chelsea. And
I would bet for double chances, and I'm not sure I would go for Chelsea because they really, really disappointed people last week. Because playing against Paphos, and then you can't even score 2 goals. It's something.
Sometimes it's like that, you know. Sometimes it's like that. So let's look at this next match. PSG and Newcastle. Have you called a clash of the Titans?
Nah, this is just clash of average teams because how
even PSG too is not doing well.
They're not doing well, even in their domestic league.
In the domestic league and also in the Champions League, because I saw the position they had. I don't expect, because you know, is this the PSG that won the 4-0, right?
And they won the Champions League.
They won the Champions League last year, and they won to play against Real Madrid in the Club World Cup, and they won Real Madrid 4-0. Despite the loss against Chelsea. So I mean, PSG too is not even consistent. Yeah, PSG too. I don't know.
That game is a game that is going to allow Barcelona to get a slot.
But then, judging from the fact that those two teams have been based on their performances in their various domestic league, who will you go for? Who will you say can win the match between the two of them, Newcastle and PSG?
I'll tackle it on two sides. When it comes to in the game of football, we have two aspects. We have the technicality aspects and we have the physicality aspects. When it comes to this game, winning the physical aspect, I'm gonna give it to Newcastle.
Okay.
But winning the tactical aspect, I'm gonna give it to PSG.
Okay.
And this game will be a game of a midfield battle.
Yeah.
Because we know PSG, if their midfield is working, if the likes of Vitinha, João Neves, Fabian Ruiz, if they're all playing well,
yes,
then they win the midfield. Then the likes of Dembele and Bakola and all these guys can also shine.
Yeah.
And for Newcastle also, if Joelinton and all these other guys, the Brazilian guys and all these people, if they also bring in the strength, and Joelinton is known for that. Yeah. He's strong, he's big, he will bully you.
Yeah.
So if PSG is able to overcome that physicality aspect of the game,
okay,
then they can win.
Okay.
So that's how the game is going to go. Newcastle will come in hard because they also want to maintain. Yeah. They also want to maintain being in the top 8.
Yeah.
And although they've been losing some matches, but then I still think that this game you won't really know who's gonna win. Okay. Because PSG, we know them for the tacticalities, but the strength we don't really know them. That's how Chelsea was able to overcome them.
Yeah.
When you play with them at the same pace, match their pressing game and all that.
Yes.
Getting into the later part of the game, their strength goes down, and now you have to depend on the tacticality aspect. And tactics won't only win you the game, and that's how Chelsea was able to beat them in the Club World Cup final. So I know Newcastle is going to go the same way. They will match them press for press and all that. And let's see if PSG is able to overcome their strength. Then they'll win the game. But if they are not able to overcome it, then Newcastle might get a draw or something, and then both of them can get the hell out of the league, the top 8, and allow some of us to also enter into the top 8. Okay, but I want a draw for this game.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for me, I think PSG will struggle. Yeah, they will struggle because PSG don't have a good record against an English team. Yeah. Despite they played last season against Aston Villa and the quarterfinal, but we saw how they struggle, right? Yeah, they won the first leg, and the return match, they lost. Yeah, but then, I mean, that's it. But PSG struggle. That's by the quarterfinal. Yeah, but they struggle against English team, and also again we can see what happened to them in the Club World Cup against Chelsea. Yeah. When we thought that PSG is gonna defeat Chelsea, man, you won Real Madrid, like you defeated Real Madrid 4-0, and then you go to that place and Chelsea won, beat you like 3-0. Like what the hell? But we hope PSG can win that game. So what's your prediction when it comes to the scores between PSG and Newcastle?
2-2 draw.
2-2 draw?
Yeah.
You foresee a draw?
I see a draw. 2-2 draw.
I foresee 2-0
against
Newcastle in favor of PSG.
Okay.
Yeah. Liverpool, right?
Yeah, Liverpool.
Liverpool is playing Karabakh. Okay. But I think Liverpool can win this game. What do you think?
This game is kind of an easy game for Liverpool, though.
Yeah, I think it's an easy game.
Karabakh is also a very stubborn side. But then, looking at the losing streak, Liverpool just lost their midweek, their weekend game. Okay. They lost this weekend. So looking at that, and Slot's pressure is on him right now. Okay. And pressure is also on the players to perform. Yeah. So looking at all that, and then you're losing in your league, your domestic league, you are not getting to the top, you are not challenging Arsenal and all that. Yes. And you come into the Champions League and also you are booted out of the top 8. Yeah. It's going to be a tough 10 before Slot and his team and his boys. Yeah. Because now you'll be playing the playoffs and also focusing on getting into the top 4 of the league. We know they are not going to win the league. At this point where they are, they can't win the league. But then being in the top 4, playing the FA Cup and all that, and also focusing on playing playoffs, is going to be a huge thing on them. So Liverpool can go for a win, but I can also vouch for Karabakh to give them a tough time.
Yeah, of course. Karabakh will give them a hard time. But then Liverpool will still come out victorious. Yeah, Liverpool will come out victorious. Yeah. Can we let's elaborate a little bit on this match between Real Madrid and Benfica? Yeah. You know, teams like Benfica, they are not even in the position to progress to maybe playoff.
They're on the 29th position.
Yeah, all the way down. So teams like that, you have to be very careful when you play against them. Yeah, teams like Benfica, you have to be very careful. Because if Real Madrid is not careful, Benfica will just come and just destroy their party. Yeah. Given that you have 15 points, still doesn't guarantee that you have qualified automatically, yeah. So maybe draw will be the least thing they can settle for from the side of Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Or draw would be the least they can settle for. But losing is not an option. Yeah, it will only be an option based on the result of the other teams that we play.
Yeah.
But still, I don't think Real Madrid can even lose that game. Despite Real Madrid being my team, but then I know Benfica is gonna put up a good fight against Real Madrid.
Yeah, they will,
Benfica is
they
gonna
will.
do that, and also Real Madrid is playing away. Yeah, so but still playing away, I think Real Madrid has a good record playing away. Yeah, because over the past time I've seen Real Madrid lost more games at home than compared to playing away. So I think they feel motivated when they go away. Yeah, and given the fact that Real Madrid, the record they have set in this Champions League history, I mean, it's massive. So
Yeah.
anything going against them, you're definitely gonna struggle. Yeah, because based on those records they have played, yeah, I know Benfica is not a team to say, okay, I'm gonna look at Real Madrid's record and history,
And
but
they play.
yeah, and also Real Madrid, you know, Real Madrid won her domestic games, right? The games in the domestic
Yeah, versus Villarreal.
yeah, this weekend they play well and they won. And Kylian Mbappe is on fire, as you can see. The guy has 11 goals in the Champions League. Yeah, he's my boy. He has 11 goals in the Champions League, and he still play. He's hungry. Yeah, and this guy is chasing to see how best he can break Cristiano
Ronaldo's
Ronaldo's record, or maybe he can even set his own record to 18 or 19 goals. Who knows? Yeah, and who knows? Teams like Benfica, he could score a hat trick, and it could increase his target to 14 goals. Yeah. So, but however, we look forward to seeing Real Madrid winning, but we also expect Benfica to put up a good fight against them. Yeah.
I mean, this season Benfica is not the same Benfica we saw last season.
Yeah,
Fighting
definitely.
with Barcelona and all that, playing
Yes,
that
yes.
5-4 goals, like that 9-goal trailer game was mad. But this season's Benfica is not like last season's Benfica. So I know this game Madrid might win. Maybe the goal difference might be minimal than what happened to Monaco, but I know Madrid will win this game, even though I don't want them to win. But I have no option. If they are playing against a team like Benfica, they are definitely winning.
Yeah, but as it stands right now, there are two teams. I see they have too much pressure on them. Yeah, to be in the Big Eight.
Nah, man.
And those two teams, you see Man City and Barcelona.
Hey, my team, my boys.
There's a lot of pressure on those teams to be in the Big Eight. Of course, yeah, because no one will look at, will even think Man City will go down like this.
That's the
Yeah,
thing.
to even be playing at that level. Even when you look at the domestic league, yeah, they are below Arsenal, right?
Yeah, but now the difference is 4 points.
Yeah, it's 4 points, of course. Yeah, but let's see what they can do. But looking at their position in the Champions League, I mean, it is not good for them. Yeah, it is not good for Man City, and also for Barcelona being the top of their domestic league also. But they are not doing well in this Champions League. But let's see what type of fight they can put up. But against Copenhagen,
That's a tough
Copenhagen
match.
too.
That's a
Yeah,
tough match.
we could say, okay, Copenhagen too as well, based on their position in the Champions League.
On the 26th.
Yeah, on the 26th. But those guys too, they are fighting to be in the playoff too.
That's the
While
thing.
Barcelona wants to be among the
Top
big
8.
eight. Yeah, so I mean, it's a difficult match. Let me hear from you.
The problem is that game.
Yeah.
Frankie de Jong is not playing in that game because of the yellow card he took in our previous game. He's on suspension.
Yeah. And even Pedri, right?
Pedri is also injured. So Pedri is also not playing.
Yeah.
And now we are supposed to depend on Dani Olmo and a different person who is going to help us play the number 6 position. I don't know whether Hansi Flick is going to play Casado or Eric Garcia as a number 6. But it's not going to be the same Barcelona that we see because we don't have Frankie to be bringing the control and control the tempo of the game and all that.
Yeah.
Pedri is not there to also help give the passes, control the midfield and all that.
Okay.
So we have to depend on Dani Olmo, Eric Garcia or either Casado, who is ever going to play over there. And we are lucky Lamine Yamal is back from suspension. He's playing in that game.
Yeah.
And this weekend, yesterday I was watching our game and I was like, Yamal is just trying to save his strength. Because if you looked at the game he was playing yesterday, he wasn't really involved in the game. He wasn't really doing more take-ons and all that. And I could see he was trying to reserve his strength. And we saw Hansi Flick even taking Rafinha out. Dani Olmo came out after like 70th minute. Rafinha came out in the 70th minute. Like everybody was coming out. Yamal even came out after his goal. So he's just trying to save his boys because he knows what is coming for him.
Yeah.
And he knows that, see, Copenhagen won't play an easy game. Even though we are playing at Camp Nou, and then since ever the GOAT came to our stadium and blessed us, we've never lost a game at Camp Nou.
Okay.
And we are trying to still do that. 5 games in Camp Nou and we have 5 wins.
Okay.
We are trying to make it the 6th one.
Okay.
But it's not going to be an easy game because I look at my midfield and I'm like, God, what is happening? Because already our defense is not good. So what's the better way to defend if you don't have a good defense? Holding the ball. And the 2 players who can do exactly that for the team, both of them are out.
Okay.
So my team have to win we have to win with more than 2 goals so that we can get into the top 8. But this is the case that injury and suspensions and all that are going against us. But I'll still vouch for my team to win the game, regardless of Pedri and Frankie being out. We should be able to win this game. Okay. If not, we are in a tough position and but it's going to be hard.
You think Arajo will be able to play?
See, that guy is ready. He is there, but the coach, it's not that the coach doesn't trust him, but the coach doesn't want to compromise himself and put him in. Then a mistake comes in, and then he has himself to be blamed. Because I mean, our previous game when he came in the later parts, the tackles was good, the runs and everything was good. But you can't see now. Nobody trusts Arao. Arao was my guy when he came into Barca. I like that guy. His energy, his pace, how tall he is and how strong he is. But I don't know, that guy doesn't really calculate his tackles.
Yeah.
And these small teams, anytime they meet the big teams, they want to prove something. If I am Hansi Flick, I will trust him and put him there so that I can put Eric Garcia as a number 6.
Okay.
Don't make a mistake of putting Gerard Martin as a center back with Pau Kubasi. We've always been doing that. It's been working. The fans are happy. Oh, Gerard Martin is playing well. Gerard Mardini, fine. But he's still young.
Barcelona, I'm sure Barcelona will win the game. Yeah. Barcelona is going to win this game. Yeah. Though you never know, these teams like Copenhagen, they put us some surprises at times. But then we hope that Barcelona wins.
I hope.
Sometimes I pity Barcelona, even though they are my rival. Yeah, but I pity Barcelona. Yeah.
But this season.
But the thing is, you guys don't pity yourself. That's why.
Oh,
you don't pity yourself. You want to compare yourself to Real Madrid.
It's not like we don't pity ourselves.
We need to bless you. We need to share the light on you when it comes
to Champions League. It's not like we don't pity ourselves. Every Barca fan, right, is. If I always tell girls that if you want to date, right, date a Barca fan. We are the most loyal fans on earth. Like, we are the most loyal people.
Is Liverpool, bro. And that's Arsenal.
The thing is, we don't. Most Arsenal fans have been running away, going to other teams.
Arsenal fans, bro.
But for us,
win, but it's just there.
You don't. Bayern can beat us 8-2. We will still be waving our flag.
We saw a lot of you guys escape and went to Man City.
Oh no! Me, I'm always a
Barcelona fans have become Man City fans.
Man City is our sister club. So our coach is there, so it's our sister club.
You guys have been running away.
Oh, we don't. We are the most loyal fans.
Yeah, you guys are not.
But this season, watch out for Barcelona. My boiler, Yamal.
Okay, so let's look at Man City versus Galatasaray. The Turkish boys. Galatasaray against
Victor Osimhen.
Yeah, that's what I'm just thinking about. That guy. He's on fire, bro. He's my favorite African player right now. Yeah, he's my favorite African player right now. I love that guy so much, from Nigeria. Yeah, Victor Osimhen, he's my striker. The guy is strong, bro.
Man, the guy is strong.
Yeah, and whenever he's in a game, you can see the passion that he plays with. Yeah. You can see the energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he always give his best, He tried to do everything possible just to make his team to win, Yeah, this guy is good. So this guy is going to cause havoc for Man City. He's going to cause havoc for Man City. If Man City is not careful, they will lose against Galatasaray. Yeah.
Me, I think with the game against Galatasaray, I haven't seen... I think Man City hasn't been able to register... that is Antoine Semenyo and Marc Guéhi in the Champions League.
Okay.
And that is something that's going to disturb them very well because I think some of their defenders are still injured. And they're still coming back from injury. And Rodri is on red card. Suspended.
Yeah. That's another thing.
So Rodri is not playing. And the midfield, I don't know, maybe The other guy, they bought him. I don't know if he's still fit. Nico Gonzalez. I'm not sure if he's fit. With Matheus Nunes came back and he's playing well. But if you don't have, because this season, apart from the early parts of the season, when we came from the January cave, the only player that has been putting in the work for Man City is Antoine Semenyo.
Okay.
And some of these few players giving him the assist.
Yeah.
The guy is really pushing for Man City.
Yeah.
And he not playing in the Champions League alone is going to disturb them.
Yeah.
And you are playing against Galatasaray. They are on the 17th position. They are just there. They are just there. They need just 1 point to catch up to Dortmund.
Yeah.
They are not going to play around. Osimhen is not going to play around. That guy is it pities me that the football world doesn't treat Africans that fairly.
Yes,
because if it does treat Africans fairly, Osimhen should be playing for either Madrid or Barcelona, not Galatasaray. But that is life and that is football.
That's
where
football.
you are born and where you come from plays a role in your footballing career. So it is what it is. I want Man City to win so that we can see the big boys. Because if the big boys are in the top 8, then the other guys come and join. We can have a very nice round of 16.
Yeah.
Because everybody has rested.
Yes,
but
we actually need good teams. Like we need big teams that will have good history, good record. Good mentality towards the game. We need them to be in the Big 16. Or climb up to the Big 8. So, but if Man City is not careful, they will not qualify for the Big 8. And also, also it is obvious and it is clear that they might go for playoff even if they lose.
Yeah, they'll go for playoffs if they lose.
Same with the case of Barcelona. So, but now there's too much pressure on them. Because like I told you, there's pressure on those teams to be among the Big 8.
The Big 8.
Given the record, their statues that they have. So you can have such statues in world football and then playing playoffs. Like so, we hope to see those teams performing at their peak in the upcoming Champions League Wednesday or Thursday, depending on your location, as we said, and also depending on your time zone. So we look forward to seeing those teams doing very well. And other teams who don't perform, they will definitely drop. If Barcelona don't do well, Barcelona will drop. If Real Madrid doesn't do well, Real Madrid is going to drop as well. So it's up to them to do what they have to do. It's up to them because those teams are big teams. Real Madrid, Barcelona, Man City, they are big teams. So it's up to them to do what they need to do. And as much as it's tough, it's difficult, but let's see what they can do. So viewers, we encourage you to go into the comment section, make your comments, write, predict, give your thoughts for those games that are about to play in the Champions League, especially the ones that we talk about here today. And let's see how it's going to turn out. Let's see how it's going to turn out. So stick to our channel, continue to follow. And at this time, we like to draw down the curtain on this section of our pre-match prediction. And we look forward to the result of the matches ahead. And we'll come back here again to discuss the post-match prediction and discuss the teams, how they perform, why some teams lost and why some teams won, and what are things that they need to put into place to improve their teams to move to the next level, especially for teams that will be going for playoff. So thank you so much. Thank you for following our channel. Thank you for following Casa Rico Studio / Rico Sports. Shout out to you. Goodbye.
We're out.
Next time.